Hi friends, this is problem number 9. Okay, so I've got -6 equals the quantity 3x minus 12 divided by 3. Okay, whenever you see a big fraction like that, remember that a fraction is the same thing as dividing. So a big with 3 in the denominator, I'm dividing by 3. The opposite or the inverse of dividing by 3 is multiplying by 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 3 over 1. Okay, so all that stuff divided by 3, multiplied by 3, this is where things can really be helpful. So if you notice the 3 in the denominator, notice the 3 in the numerator. 3 divided by 3, that's 1 and 1. 1 times everything in the parentheses is just what's in the parentheses. So on the right-hand side, I'm left with 1 times 3x, which is 3x, minus 1 times 12, which is 12. So I've cleared the fraction on the right-hand side by multiplying by 3. So if the denominator was 3, that means I'm dividing by 3. The opposite of dividing is multiplying. If I multiply by 3, that fraction goes away. In order to keep my equation equal, I have to do the same thing on the left side. So -6 multiplied by 3 is the same thing as -6 over 1 times 3 over 1. 3 times -6, 3 times 6 is 18, but there's a negative in there, so 3 times -6 is -18. And 1 times 1 is 1. I don't need to write that in my denominator. Okay. So now I have 18 equals 3x minus 12. This is a new equation, but it has the same answer or the same solution as our original, so we can keep going. The inverse of subtraction is addition. So I'm going to add 12 to both sides. Okay. Both sides of my equation, both sides of that equal sign. So on the right-hand side, I get 3x. On the left-hand side, be careful here, -18 plus 12. If I think about my number line, if I start at -18 and I go that way 12, I have not yet made it to 0, but I'm closer to 0. I'm at -6. Okay. And then our last step, this is 3 times x. The opposite or the inverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide that side by 3, divide this side by 3. Remember, if I have 6 negatives, and that's 6 negatives, right? Divided into 3 equal groups. Each group has -2 in it. So -6 divided by 3 is -2. That is my solution. Okay. To verify, I am going to do it on a Post-it, I think, if I can find a Post-it. Just so that I can stay in the same space here. Okay. So to verify, that x really is -2, I have to go back to my original equation. My original equation was this. -6 equals 3 times whatever x is, minus 12, and then all that divided by 3. Okay, so let's put in, said x is -2, we're going to put that in for where the x was, -2, and then we're going to go ahead and evaluate this expression. So equals 3 times -2, 3 times -2 is -6, minus 12 divided by 3. -6 minus 12, this is if you're at, here's 0, you start at -6, and then you go this way 12, you end up at -18. So -18 divided by 3. And if I had 18 negatives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I'm dividing it into 3 groups. There's one group, there's another group, there's another group. So in each group, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each group has -6. So that really is true. -6 equals -6. Check. Done. Verified. Awesome. Thank you.